Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the daily market wrap for Monday, December 30th, 2019. What a day. All right, before we get started, this is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. So, wow, guys, look at that, right? Bullish until proven otherwise. And today they're trying to prove otherwise a little bit, right? They came all the way back down to all those compressed days, right? So that compression sure led to expansion up and then down. So today, off of this intermediate trend line right here, this micro trend line is, it's the first shot across the bow, right? So we now have a trend box, right, for SPX. Right, so we got all-time highs up here, right? And we broke down below the trend line right here. So now we'll see if we get a push, like tomorrow, New Year's Eve, by the way, push down, we might see a gap fill, right? Then we got a closing gap down here, right? Then we got another gap down here, right? So we'll see. We'll see what it does. As long as it holds this trend box, right, it could still continue to work its way up. We were overbought a little bit on the daily here in terms of RSI, right, the other day, and now we're not anymore. So maybe that's it. Recession's over. Okay, so anyway, keep an eye on that, right? So here's our geometric levels right here. A little bit of a pivot right here as it kind of comes into the new year, and we're looking to see if it can get up to the upper pitchfork right here. A little bit of pivot down though, so again, if it tests this more macro, the intermediate trend line right here, it might get a bounce off of that. So we'll keep an eye there. 15-minute chart today. So again, obviously here's your trend box right here, but here's your 15 orb down today, but it held it, came back up, and then it closed below the 15 orb. So it's pretty interesting stuff. But who cares when Apple is going to all-time highs again, right? Didn't quite tag the all-time highs today, but just really this is one of those ones. It's like they just don't want to keep down before the end of the year. So now, what happens after Thursday, Friday after this thing is a different story, right? But now it seems like they're just continuing to keep this thing propped up, right? So we'll see how that holds right into the new year. So in the meantime, 15 orb down for a quick move, and then a big reversal candle right here. This is actually a 2B reversal off of this one, right? You have your lows, this one pushed below, and once you got below that high of this candle right here, it also happened to correspond to the 15 orb below. You get a little pop off of that, and then you get a doji sandwich intraday, another move up, right? Then it worked its way to the 15 orb high, got over the pre-market levels, right? And then it just kept on working its way up a little bit for one more pop at the end of the day. And it's like, goodness, certainly it's going to run out of a little steam, right? So, if you think about it, all the way from down here, right? 7-point move on Apple today. This thing's becoming a monster. So anyway, so that's Apple. But may as well look at its counterpart, Amazon, the other A in the FANG list right here. So that was a 15 orb this morning, right? So tried to give a little bit of a pop here, but it was directed by the prior day's levels. 15 orb down there this morning. So that was pretty interesting on Amazon as well. So can't go through the review of today without looking at NIO. So NIO is pretty impressive, right? So this is one that we actually called out on our live stream this morning as a potential gap and go, right? They were 6 cents at the time. They ended up going to $2.44 on the 3.5 calls, $3.50 calls. So it got a big move on that. Guys, this is almost fractal of what Amazon did, right? So if you go to Amazon back on the daily here, right, look what it did. It wasn't earnings, but right, closed over a key level right here and the 200-day moving average. If you go back to NIO, right, you can see what it did right here. It closed over these key levels right here, right, and you had another key level right here, which happened to correspond with the 200-day moving average. You got to push over that, go over these levels right here, kept moving. Once it squeezed out of all those guys right here, well, one more pop to where? To where? The macro trend line, right here. Right to it, and then reversed off of it. So pretty impressive move today on NIO. Again, is there anything else going on today? No. The answer is no. So why is NIO so crazy today? Well, there's some short interest on it, but at the same time, right, this was the only earnings things on it, so people were having fun with it today, right, getting, ramping it up, and it was a pretty impressive move. So at least there's some fun, on NIO today. So other than that, guys, that's all we got. I've got working on a list for tomorrow and all that stuff. So we'll see if we get any 15 orbs for tomorrow as well. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you on the free YouTube live stream tonight on the Bubblehead channel. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. I'll talk to you soon.